All right, let's get into it. I'm not too late today, but let's get into a drawing today. We're going to use a sketch pad and a pencil. All right, we're working with tone tan paper. Why? Because if we're working with white paper, we have to work a little bit more harder to do our sketches, but we just want to um, do as less work as possible. So that's why we use the tone tan paper. And when you're working with colored pencil, which we're not doing today, but another day, um, the colors are more vibrant, in my opinion. But get into the sketch. Now, I hope y'all don't mind, but I'm gonna put y'all up here so y'all can look down here so y'all can see what I'm doing up close. Let's get into it. All right, for a video, I'm sorry. All right, for this, I'm going to be using a 3-point lead pencil. Yeah. I like to draw all my outlines in 3.0, actually 0 3-point lead. And let's get into it. We're gonna just be sketching a girl because that's what I'm working on. Girls at the moment. Um, if you want to see a guy, stay tuned to this. Um, Stay tuned to the my TikTok channel, and I will show you how I do my guys. But I go ahead and make a circle, and then I come in with it this way instead of bringing it out here because guy faces are more wider than girls typically. I come down here, bring the chin in, give it a point. All right, we don't want to make her jaw like too pointy, but here's the fun part. Now we're gonna draw a line down the middle and then one across, but we're gonna do it like this instead of just straight across. Now we're gonna draw some ears. This is just my style of ears and how I like to draw them. So do what's best for you. You don't have to draw it just like this. Just make sure you put some ears on it. It's a character straight from the brain, not looking at anything. And that's how I like to do most of my characters, just straight from the brain. So that way we don't have to worry about any say if like, oh, I don't know what to draw. We're not worried about that. So now let's give this a little circle, right? You want to make sure we got a good bit of distance with the eyeballs, so you can do it like this. You want to give her some big eyeballs. And they're not going to be circled. This is just where I'm placing them and how big I want them. Just make sure we do have that a good space in between there. Now, I'm going to give it like a little box look. But since she's going to have eyelashes, we're going to give her some of those. And then we're going to come down here, just like this. Kind of bring it like that. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Gonna have some type of slanted eyes going on, and then want to make make room for the nose and the lips. So the nose, I always draw my noses like this. I'm trying to change up my formula on noses. But here's how I do my noses. And then the lips are going to be big. I like to draw my lips overly big, especially on women. Not overly big, but like cute big. And then, yep. And then we're gonna give it a little space here, right here as well. And then I like to make her smile a little bit, unless I'm drawing a mean girl. And then now we're gonna place where her eyebrows are gonna be. I like to draw my eyebrows like this. I know some people do like this here, but we're not going to do that. We can easily fill that in with some thin looking hairs. All right, and then we're gonna kind of not make the chin too pointy, but give it some chin detail. All right, and then we could put some earrings on it. And don't worry about, we're gonna clean it up. So we're just getting everything in place right now. And then we're gonna clean everything up. And then for the hair, I wanna give her, let's do a bang. So typically how I do my bangs would be here. And this is definitely a freestyle bang. This is nothing that I do on the usual. But we're gonna split. She gonna have a middle part. Have hair come down here, and we're gonna make that hair flowy. And we're gonna give her a neck. You don't want the neck to be too wide. You want it to be just perfect. And like I said, the hair is gonna be flowy. So you can draw an afro if you want, or you know, and I know it look like she has dreads, but that's not the intent here. But now let's erase some of our work. Now, I do use this like pulley eraser thingy. I don't know what it's called, but I know it's like a pulley eraser to where you can just be like, hey, hey, and it'll come back together. And now we're gonna do that. And then we're just gonna clean everything up. All right, so you can still see everything. I'm still gonna use my same pencil. And now we're just gonna be cleaning everything up. And we're doing it more skinnier towards the bottom, well, the end here, because, you know, sometimes we like to do our brows. Now let's give her some eyes in here. I'm going to make some extra eyeballs. That's what I call when I just be extra. But the extraness is always going to set you aside from the next person's illustration. So everybody knows, okay, that's how Whatchacallit does hers, you know? And then let's get the hair. And we're having fun. Never be so serious when you're drawing, or else you're not gonna want to draw. All right, if you do want to see some me shade her in, go ahead and stay tuned for the next video.